So we're going to do the cool down now, and this part's really important because we've warmed our bodies up, we've actually made them work really hard, but we need to get our bodies down back into that nice rested state, but doing it nice and gently so they come back down gently. So we don't want you to stop moving to start off with. So if you can notice here, I'm still keeping my feet walking very gently because we still want that blood flow, we still want our bodies to be moving and be kept warm. What we are going to do is we're going to start stretching out the main muscle groups that we've used. So we'll start with some upper body stretches at first. We're going to take our right arm out in front of you. You're going to take it across your body and then be careful not to put it on the joint. We're just going to hook our other hand over and just stretch that shoulder out. We're going to hold each of these stretches for about 15 seconds. And that means we're going to get a nice stretch into each of the muscles that we've used. And then dropping your arm down, we're going to take the left arm out, take that across the body, and again, just holding it gently, we're going to very gently squeeze it in to our body. Holding this for about 15 seconds, still keeping our feet moving all the time. And relaxing it down. Give your arms a little shake. And then we're going to do our tricep muscles. So our right arm comes up over our head. We're going to drop it down to the side. And then we're just going to cushion that arm and very gently push it back. Again, we're keeping our legs moving all the time, and it's a very gentle push back. Stretching out our tricep muscles. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So we're going to take our left arm up nice and straight, dropping it down behind and very gently pushing it back. Breathing through the stretch, nothing should hurt, nothing should feel overly uncomfortable here. And dropping that down. So now we're going to do a nice easy stretch for our back and some shoulder muscles as well. So I want you to take your hands in a nice wide circle and just place the tips of your fingers together just so you're making that complete circle. And then I want you to just push your hands away from you. If I show you from the side, you can see my back's rounding a little bit as I'm pushing my hands forward, feeling that stretch in the middle of my shoulder blades. Still keeping my feet mobile a little bit, just making sure we're keeping that nice bit of blood coming back to our heart while we're cooling ourselves down. Okay, and shake it out. And now we're going to stretch out our chest muscles. So we're going to take the flats of our hands and place them palm down into the small of our back. And then very gently, we're going to squeeze our elbows together. This shouldn't hurt your wrists. It should be a nice gentle movement, a nice squeeze, opening up the chest muscles. Still keeping our feet moving, breathing into the stretch. We should be starting to feel our heart rate come down a little bit now. Also our breathing becoming a little bit more regular. And this is the point of the cool down, just to get our bodies more relaxed into a normal state again. So that's a nice stretch for our chest. Now we're going to move into our oblique muscles because we've used them a bit in our workout. So this one's a little bit more tricky. So I want you to take your right leg and place it behind your left foot. And then your right arm is going to go up and very gently you're going to just take yourself down to one side. It's not a big movement, but you should feel that stretch all the way along here. Breathe into that. If you do have any troubles with balance, just try and tighten those tummy muscles up a little bit. And we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So come out, a few little steps just to keep the blood flowing. And we're going to go again on the other side. So this time obviously it's your left foot. Going behind with that, get your balance, take your left arm up and a very gentle stretch down to the other side. Breathing through, it shouldn't be uncomfortable. It should feel quite nice. Breathe through for a few more seconds and then we'll start to work on the lower body stretches. And come out of that, again, a few little steps just to keep the blood flowing. Now we're going to start working on our lower body stretches, our legs. We've got some big muscles in our legs. We need to make sure they're nicely stretched out. So we're going to start by stepping our right leg forward. We're going to keep our foot flat on the ground. We're going to bend our left knee, and then we're going to just gently lean forward. Notice that my back's nice and straight, my tummy's pulled in. It's all nice straight lines, and I'm looking forward to keep everything in line. We're stretching out these big hamstring muscles here. Breathing into the stretch. A couple more seconds. And then carefully, we're going to come out of that. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side, so I'll turn around so you can see from that side. Step forward with the left foot. We're going to bend our right knee and do that gentle lean forward. So we're going to go a nice straight line up our leg, a nice straight line across our back. We're leaning forward, we're looking forward, and we should feel that stretch up that left hamstring. Breathing through. If you find this easy and you're not feeling it, just sink down a little more, push your bum out a little bit further, and you should feel that stretch. And gently coming out of this. Next, we're going to do a very similar movement, but we're going to concentrate more on these muscles here. So again, we're going to step forward with our right foot. We're going to have that bend in the left, but we're going to bring the toes up on this side. Now, if you want to balance, you're going to put your hands on your bent supporting leg. It's very important that we don't put our hands on the knee that's been straightened, because it's in quite a vulnerable position and we don't want to put any more pressure through it than is necessary. So our right leg is stretched, our foot's pointing to the ceiling. Again, straight leg, straight back, we're looking forward, feeling that stretch now in our calf muscles. Breathing through it, a few more seconds. And roll forward, and we're going to go onto the other side. Exactly the same as before, we're stepping forward, we're bending down, our hands on our bent supporting leg, and we're going to bring our toes up to the sky, keeping those nice straight lines, tummies are pulled in. Your breathing should almost be back to normal by now. Breathing through that stretch, sinking down a little bit further if you don't feel that. And then when we come out of it, we're just going to roll forward to make sure we don't put any undue stress through those muscles. The next one is going to be a little bit more difficult, so if you need something to hang on to, the thing will be to grab a chair. I'm going to attempt to do it without a chair, so here we go. We're going to stretch out these big thigh muscles. So if you want to attempt it without a chair, you're going to hold your tummy muscles in nice and tight. This is going to help you with your balance, and then you're going to take your right leg up, take hold of the ankle. Now you want to make sure that your knees are nice and close to each other, so you're not putting any stress through them, and you're going to keep yourself nice and straight. If you can't achieve this position, then you can always just grab hold of your trousers and take it from here. Anything that you can do is going to be good. You're going to push your hips forward a little bit just to feel that stretch in that thigh muscle. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. A few little steps out, and then the other side again. So you're going to do this to the best of your ability. If it's super low, that's not a problem. If you can get hold of your leg, that's absolutely fine. Keeping those knees nicely together, pushing forward through the hips. Everything else is nice and straight. You should feel that stretch through the front of your thighs. As with all the stretches, we're going to hold this for about 15 seconds. We're going to breathe through it. And our heart rate and our breathing, and we should be feeling a lot cooler and a lot more like normal by now. Lovely, so we'll do one last stretch. We're going to do one big full body stretch, which is always a nice way to finish things off. So stand in that nice neutral position from where you started. So feet, knees and hips nicely aligned, tummy pulled in, rolling our shoulders back. We're going to stretch our hands up to the sky, really push them up if you can. If you want to have a little bend from side to side, if that's not uncomfortable, just to loosen things up. Deep breath in, push your hands up. Exhale as you bring your hands down to the side. And that's your workout. Well done.